And we are live. What is going on, everybody? For the first time in a long time, we are back. I am here on YouTube live streaming. The new NHL season is so close to beginning, where we've got last couple days of preseason going on here between tonight and tomorrow. And, this is my first stream in a really long time. It feels kind of weird. But it's good to be back. Really excited for the new season. Really excited to get a chance to talk with all of you guys again. And hopefully just get back into hockey and, enjoy the new year and keep the channel going better than I was able to last year. Things with, just working and everything have been so different over the last year or so that I've had to try and figure a lot out. And this year I'm really hoping to try and find that balance between still doing the channel, still streaming and all of that, and obviously the rest of my life outside of hockey as well. So it should be a fun one here. We got Bruins and Rangers preseason action. Should be fun. I wanted to get one, preseason game in to kind of be a tune-up for the regular season. Just like the players need, I wanted as well to get ready. And then next week, the regular season starts and we get into games that actually matter. My plan for this year is to stream about once a week. Obviously, with life and stuff, I'm not going to be able to stream like I used to 2-3 years ago where I was doing 5-6 games a week. Those days are gone. I'm just trying to focus more on just having fun, enjoying hockey, enjoying streaming, and, just kind of tone it back a little bit, but still keep things going. Last year I went a long time without doing anything. I want to just try and keep it somewhat regular and do like once a week or so throughout this season this year. But welcome in, everybody. Really appreciate you guys all being here. I want to say hello because we got names popping up in the chat again. Dominic, Red Rubber, Yoshi Bros, BC Transportation, Axie, Hockey Kid, CMA Editor, Malika, Brendan. What is up, everybody? A lot of familiar names in the chat, which is always great to see. I'm doing pretty well. I hope you guys are as well. I got the first 2 games that I'm going to be doing for the regular season planned out as well. Obviously, if something happens, this is always subject to change. But my plan right now is to do the Detroit Red Wings versus New Jersey Devils on Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's an ESPN Plus game. And then Tuesday, October 17th, which is not next week, but the week after, Tampa Bay Lightning versus Buffalo Sabres. That's an ESPN game on national TV, 7:30 p.m. So that's my plan for the first two streams of the regular season. After that, we'll kind of, figure it out as we get closer. But again, I don't have a super lot of time to stream as much anymore, but I'm trying to fit in at least one game a week throughout this season. So opening night is obviously Tuesday the 10th. I won't be streaming on Tuesday the 10th because I'm on call for work that night, and I'm not going to be doing streams when I'm on call because if I get a call in the middle of the stream, I have to just end the stream and go and have work. So that's I'm just not even going to take that chance of that happening. If I'm on call, I'm not going to be streaming because it would be really weird if I'm, in the second period of a game and just have to cut it off and end it right there. So I'm going to avoid times when I'm on call and not plan any streams during those days. Let's see what's going on, everybody. Welcome in. Hockey is back. Very excited for it. I have no idea when the first game, Stars game I'm going to do. I'm not planning stuff way out in advance this year. It's going to be probably like a week at a time, and I'm going to look at the schedule, pick a game that I want and that I am going to enjoy watching, and just do that. I'm not counting how many streams per team I do anymore or anything like that. I honestly really don't care. I'm not trying to make this channel a job anymore. Those days are gone. I'm not in this, for views or subscribers. I honestly really don't give a shit at this point what the view count is, what the subscriber count is. All I care about is enjoying this hockey, enjoying the stream, having a chance to talk to people that want to be here and engage in some fun hockey conversation and just kind of chill out and enjoy the hockey season. And I'm not taking this too seriously anymore. It's just all about having fun and enjoying hockey, and that's going to be it. So, some teams I might do a lot, some teams I might not do at all. It's totally going to depend on what games I want to watch. Let's see. Welcome in, everybody. Avi, what's good? Trying to say hello to everyone in the chat. Jace, what's going on? Really appreciate it. McDobb, welcome in. We got Logan, J-Dog, Matt, welcome. You got Duke of Rodtown. Welcome in, Duke. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. We got Chris. What's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Dominic, my summer was pretty good. How about you? I hope you guys all had a great summer. It really felt like the off season was kind of long this year. I don't know why. I felt like a long off season for me. I'm very excited to get back into hockey for sure. And I don't know. It's weird. Considering how little I streamed last year, you would think that it wouldn't have felt like a long off season because, it's not like I was doing a lot anyway. But for some reason, it's felt long. I'm just really ready to get back into games and get the season going again. Raymond, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. That's awesome, CMA. Really glad to hear that. And always great to get to go and see an NHL game in person. I don't get to go to a lot of them. It's very expensive in most places. I know for the Bruins, I mean, you're spending, to go on a weekend, you're spending minimum $110, $120 for a ticket. Weekday games usually aren't as bad, but it's in the middle of the work week, and it depends on the opponent as well. Games are expensive. I don't get to go to a lot of them, but when you do get a chance to go, it's really, really cool. Hey, that's awesome, Matt. Glad to hear it. Hope that new laptop works out well for you. Let's see. Brantley, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. So they have just finished up the national anthems, and we are going to get into game action here very, very shortly. It's Jeremy Swayman in goal for the Boston Bruins. A good last chance tune-up here for him. Igor Shesterkin down at the other end for the Rangers. Obviously the number one goalie and one of the top goaltenders in the entire NHL here for New York. So some big-name players in the lineup for both of these teams. I believe, I didn't look at tomorrow. I know this is the last preseason game for the Bruins. I think it is for the Rangers as well. And we're seeing a lot of NHL guys. This is very close to the NHL lineups here for both of these teams. So obviously, this is their last chance to get ready for games that matter. So we're getting ready to get lined up at center ice here. This game is on TNT in the United States. So if you're a US viewer and want to watch it, it's on TNT. I'm not sure if it's televised in Canada right now or not, but we are underway as the Bruins take the puck off the opening faceoff back into their own zone. Charlie McAvoy is going to hold behind the net and look for a breakout play. Gets it up the wall as the Bruins carry it. Pastrnak. Pastrnak into the offensive end. He's pestered from behind. Tries to move the puck to the middle, but the Rangers knock it away and get it back out to the neutral zone. My choice, McDobb, would have been McAvoy personally, but I'm not surprised that Marchand got it because he's, a lot older. He's a veteran guy that's been on the team for a long, long time. So I'm not surprised. Personally, I wanted McAvoy because, I think McAvoy is not only a super important player now, but also going to be here for years and years to come. But McAvoy got an A, and he's probably going to be a captain in the future. Nick, what is going on? Welcome in. Let's see. We got a hand pass call here against the Rangers in the offensive zone. 55 seconds into this one and a face-off coming up. Let's see. Yeah, Matt, hopefully you heal quickly. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. All right. Yes, Yoshi Bros, I do think Ullmark is going to start opening night. But like last season, it's going to be a tandem between Swayman and Ullmark. They're both probably going to play a pretty similar number of games, I think. And it, it's going to be a 1-2 punching goal for the Bruins. The Rangers, not so much. Igor Shesterkin is going to play a large majority of the games for the New York Rangers. He's their clear number one. Bruins, more of a tandem approach. Brought up now and out of the zone. Bruins clear. Rangers back. Keandre Miller circles in his own end, regrouping. Looks to make a play with the puck. He's chased, though, by Marchand. Up the wall it goes. Taken away by the Bruins now. Ian Mitchell. Ian Mitchell has played a lot of these preseason games. He's getting a look for the Bruins to probably be the seventh defenseman. So, yeah, I think he's a guy that we've seen a lot of in this preseason. He's given the Bruins something to think about. That seventh D-man spot is kind of up for grabs in Boston. And I think Mitchell is certainly one of those guys in contention along with Zaboral. And if they want to keep Mason Lowry up, then he's a potential guy in that lineup as well on the back end. And maybe Shattenkirk would then knock down to the seventh D-man role. Worked around now. Bruins dump it in. What's going on, Hockey from Home? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. What's going on? Awesome to have you in the chat. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even thinking about the Stanley Cup. There's 0 point in trying to predict anything about the finals at this point, or even the playoffs. We have no idea how this season is going to go. Especially in the Eastern Conference, there are a lot of good teams in the Eastern Conference, and it's going to be an absolute dogfight just to get into the playoffs, never mind win in the playoffs. Moved up now, taken over the line, dumped in by the Rangers. They'll peel off for a line change. Bruins trying to work the puck around. Patrick Brown plays it back. Brown, I think, is probably going to end up getting waived and sent to Providence, but we'll see. I just don't think he's done enough this preseason to get an NHL spot. Worked up the wall. Chipped off glass there. Rangers clear it out. Knocked down by McAvoy. Trying to go back the other way, but he can't get it through Capo Kako. Good play there by the Rangers now on the forecheck, but it's taken by Matt Grzelcyk from behind his own net. Grzelcyk a little offline for Zacha, but it does get out of the zone. Rangers back in their own end regrouping. Worked behind the net. Swayman comes out, plays it over to McAvoy. McAvoy up the wall for Pastrnak. Bruins clear their end, trying to gain the red line. Stolen back by Artemi Panarin. We've got 16:05 to go here in the first period. Rangers, Bruins still scoreless. There's only been one total shot on goal in this game. It belongs to the Bruins. Chance there for the Rangers from the side, but that goes offline, bounces off the boards, and the Bruins take it back now in their own zone. 4 minutes into this first period, we only have one shot on goal in this game. Kind of a sloppy start for both of these teams. Passes are not connecting right now. It's kind of just been a dump in, dump out kind of game so far. As DeBrusk plays it deep behind the net, taken there by Marchand. Marchand in the corner. He's knocked off the puck. Good job defensively there by the Rangers. They'll play it now over to Trouba. Trouba chased, gets it off glass and out to the neutral zone. Charlie Coyle with it now, back in for Boston. Feeds a pass through for Marchand. Marchand gets it back out in front for Coyle. Can't get the shot off. Loose puck. Both teams tie up for it. Eventually back to McAvoy. McAvoy drops it along the wall for Marchand. Stolen away by the Rangers. They play it now off of a skate. Bounces off of a Bruins skate. It was Coyle up over the glass, out of play. 5 minutes into this first period exactly. And we get a whistle here. Face-off coming up. What's going on, Ibrahim? Welcome in. Good to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. As We get ready for a face-off here. Rangers making a... Nope, never mind. Gustafsson stays on. It's an offensive zone draw for the Bruins. Not able to win it back, though. Kind of a stalemate off the face-off. The Rangers backhanded out of the zone. Boston chasing to their own end. Up the boards it goes. Over the red line. Back into the offensive end there. Good shot. Up high there. Played around, back out to the point, over to Gustafsson. Gustafsson trying to walk around Brown, down to the corner, back out high, long shot there, misses. Off glass, cycles all the way back around, and it's played by the Rangers in their own end. Taken now, New York again regrouping as the Bruins have the Beecher line on the ice. Johnny Beecher. Circles on the forecheck. Rangers move it up. Able to get that through the neutral zone. The Bruins steal at their own blue line. Here's Carlo. Back the other way for Brown. Brown dumps it in. Trying to get it through. Beecher back out high. Here's a long shot from the point. Lowry with a chance, and it gets blocked. Good job there defensively by New York. Working it around now. Bruins trying to get it back in. Rangers stand them up at the blue line. Take the puck away as VC dumps it deep. Played back again now by Greer. Round it goes to Zacha. Zacha stood up by Lindgren. Excuse me, that's Brown, not Zacha. Zacha now as Brown peels off. And on the forecheck. They both were on the ice. I couldn't tell the 38 and 18 apart. Saw the 8s, but not the first number. Zacha's out there now. Rangers carry it back in, though. Here's Capo Kako with a shot that's blocked. Rebound chance, and another block out in front. Nothing really getting through in on goal. Bruins steal it now. It's Pastrnak through to Zacha over to the other side. Played up. Back to the middle. That one's knocked away. Zacha's able to keep it in, though, at the blue line. Working it around now. Matthew, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Iron Force, welcome in. Good to see you in the chat. It was pretty good. Long, but pretty good. Not a bad summer. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good summer as well. Appreciate you coming by. That one flipped into the glove there of Swayman. He just grabs it, covers it up with 12:46 to go here in the first period. And I believe we'll be heading to our first TV timeout. Yes, we will. So a scoreless start here, just over 7 minutes in for the Bruins and Rangers. Kind of a somewhat sloppy start here. Not a lot of passes connecting. Teams just kind of dumping the puck back and forth. Not really any sustained pressure for either team, and continues to be very low shot totals here, as only 2 pucks have actually gotten through in on goal, 1 for each team. And yeah, just tight defense so far. Not a lot happening offensively. A lot of dumping the puck back and forth, and a lot of blocking shots right now at both ends of the ice. So we'll see if this game opens up a little bit as we get deeper into it. So we have made it here to our first television timeout. A tune-up for me as well, getting back into doing play-by-play, which the last play-by-play stream I did was Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final last year. So obviously it has been quite a while. And that's why I wanted to do a preseason game. Because I wanted to get at least one preseason game in before I got into the regular season and games count for real. Yo, Vernon, great to see you in the chat, my man. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. No, I am not, Ibrahim. My next 2 live streams will be the games listed in the pinned comment at the top of the chat. That's my upcoming stream schedule. Those are my next 2 streams. As we come back from the commercial break here, I think it's time to get a drink cracked. Got a brisk iced tea tonight. No beer tonight, as I've got work at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So no beer, but I will, for some weekend streams, I think I'll be cracking some cold ones throughout the year if I stream on Fridays or Saturdays. Back underway now. The Bruins get it out of their zone. Rangers carry right back in. Kept to the outside by Beecher's Panarin. He cycles it around down low, back out high to Miller. Round it goes, lifted off the boards and out. Bruins clear. Greer on the forecheck against Trouba. Now Boston's going to peel off for a line change while the Rangers carry it back up ice. Hops over the stick, though, of Barclay Goodrow. Taken back the other way. Here's Charlie Coyle now for Boston. And waiting for reinforcements as he enters the offensive zone. Spins it around and dumps it deep. Down through to Marchand. Marchand into the middle. Coyle rips one just wide. What an opportunity there for Charlie Coyle. Not sure if that one got post or if he just missed it, but not able to get it in on goal. Around now, kept in by McAvoy. Gets a pass through, down to the corner. Thrown back out in front. Not able to connect, but McAvoy plays it back down the wall. He gets hit there along the boards. Rangers take the puck, but not able to clear it out. Good keep in there by Jake DeBrusk. Here's Grzelcyk now looking for the redirection. It just bounces off McAvoy and goes wide of the goal. Bruins again, best sustained pressure of this game for either team. Another shot that misses wide, and the Rangers finally clear it out and can get a line change. What's going on, T-Chef? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Matthew, thank you for watching. It's awesome to have you here and glad that you enjoy the streams. Brought the other way now by the Rangers as they carry in with speed, trying to get around Forbert, who keeps him to the outside. Pass in front. Good back check by the Bruins. Break it up. Shesterkin with it now. Passes one off. Played up the wall. Pass lingering out of the zone. Will Cooley, who I'm a huge fan of. I love Will Cooley. I hope he makes this Rangers team outright to start the season. Would love him to be on the opening night roster. Really good young power forward for New York. So that one gets trickled in on Swayman, who grabs it with the glove and covers it. We get a whistle here. And it's going to be an ozone draw for the Rangers on the way. Oh, really, T-Chef? That's awesome. Yeah, very familiar with that area personally. Let's see. Forever, what is going on? Welcome in. 10:23 now to go here in this first period. Just about halfway through this first. Played around now in the corner, lifted up, kicked away, kept in by New York. Sharp angle down in the corner now. Kako chooses not to shoot it, passes back to the point. Fox able to keep it in. No, he doesn't. Came out over the line. Rangers have to tag up to get onside. That allows the Bruins to get it out of their zone and dump it in as Beecher sends it below the goal line. Fox sends it up the wall. Board battle here between the two teams. Bruins trying to keep it in the attacking end. Up it goes now. Here's Kreider. Rangers have it. Move to the middle. Here's Kako with a shot. And Kako scores! As he absolutely rips one. High glove side on Swayman. It is 1-0 New York as they strike first on home ice. A beautiful shot from Capo Kako. Bruins lose the board battle. It ends up in possession of the New York Rangers, and a good pass to the middle of the ice to Capo Kako, who then just rips one through Ian Mitchell over the glove hand of Swayman, and it is a snipe for the Rangers forward, and he gives them the lead on just their third shot of the hockey game. Off the ensuing faceoff, Rangers right back into the offensive zone, trying to keep the pressure on. Taken by Jesper Boquist. Up in, he's able to get it out of the zone. Carlo's stretch pass doesn't connect. Rangers now in their own zone. Turn it over. Bruins with a steal in front. Shot gets blocked. Good job there defensively. Not quite sure who that was for New York. Think it might have been Nick Bonino. Great shot block there for Bonino and stifles the Bruins' opportunity. What is going on, Pablo? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you in the chat as the Rangers ice the puck. We get a whistle here. Ozone draw for the Bruins on the way. They trail by a goal. And we'll look at this play. It was Chris Kreider and Capo Kako into the offensive zone for the Rangers. And then the long shot through the defenseman for Kako up and over the glove. Beautiful shot. And not even an odd man rush or an outnumbered situation. Bruins had guys back. Just didn't do enough defensively to limit that shot opportunity, and Kako puts it home. Hey, what's going on, Soul Search? Welcome in. Great to see you. Nikki, great to see you in the chat. You and Zach, welcome in. Awesome to have you watching. Thank you so much for being here. Really great to see the names popping up in the chat. He was, I believe, a free agent, Brendan. He signed with the Rangers in the offseason. What's going on, Aries? Welcome in. Hockey is back. Thank you so much for watching. Great to have you here as that puck's deflected up into the netting. Rangers back into the offensive zone again, trying to apply pressure, but Boston gets in the way of that one. And we get a whistle with 8:12 to go. It will be an offensive zone draw for New York when we get back from the commercial break. And the Rangers now have the 1-0 lead. Weather's been pretty good, Pablo. I mean, it's been very rainy this year. Like, literally the entire year has been very rainy. But so far this week's been pretty darn good weather. Warmer than normal and for the most part sunny. Yo! Our first dono hype of the new season. Vernon dropping the 5. Let's go. Get that dono hype in the chat for Vernon. Thank you so much, man. That is awesome. First of the new year. Vernon is a G. He's an OG on the channel. And a huge thank you to him. Thank you so much for the support, bro. Really appreciate that, man. Really appreciate it. First of the year, thank you so much. Man, we are back. We are officially back. No doubt about it. Off the wall hockey still going strong. A little different than, say 2-3 years ago, but we're still here. We're still having fun. We're still enjoying hockey and getting ready for this new season. Super excited. The puck is dropped. It's going pretty well, Nikki. Going pretty well. Obviously I started back in May, still, at the same place, doing the same job. I've started school because I have to get my Class D electrical license to be a licensed systems technician. So, I have classes now one night a week on Wednesdays, so I won't be streaming it all on Wednesdays because I will be in class every Wednesday, except actually we do have a few off for holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving, we get one off. So I guess I shouldn't say I will never be streaming on a Wednesday, but I will not be streaming. I likely won't be streaming on Wednesdays. And if I do, it will be like a one-off thing because I'll be in class every Wednesday night pretty much for the entire year. But yeah, job's going good. I've started school, working on getting my license, and no complaints. Hopefully that's a lifelong career for me. Anyway, we're back underway here. We just had a big hit out in front of the benches. Brandon Carlo. Heavy contact against one of the Rangers. Rangers carried into the offensive zone now. There's a long shot that gets blocked to the side. Around it goes now. New York Rangers fan, I honestly have no idea about radio at this point. I know that you used to be able to listen to them on the NHL app and you can't anymore. I have no idea what's going on with that or if they even still exist, to be honest with you. Because I never really listened to those much. As Swayman makes a nice save there, covers that one up. Rangers continue to apply pressure. Lafreniere was on the doorstep. So I really don't know. Yeah, I do remember Vernon. That was back in 2020. That was a long, 3 years ago now? 2.5, 3 years ago now? So, actually, no, because we're late in 2023 at this point. That was literally 3 years ago. But, yeah, they have been... I haven't really seen anything from either of them since. Seth B, popped in a couple times, a year or two later, but Robert O, I literally have never seen since that 2020 spree that he was on. Oh, can you, Red Rubber? I haven't really explored the new NHL app yet. I've got it up right now though, and I don't see anything for to listen to it with the new app, but I don't know, maybe I'm just missing it. Maybe I'm just missing it. Bubble live streams were absolutely nuts, Avi. They 100% were. I don't think we'll ever have any. Just everything about it was so different. It'll probably never be like that ever again, and we'll never have anything like that again. But they were absolutely off the rails sometimes. Yeah, I have ESPN Plus for the third year now. Obviously, ever since ESPN took over the TV rights for the NHL, I've had ESPN Plus. I can watch so many out of market games on there that it's just worth it for me to be able to watch that many different games. So, I have it. If you're interested in watching a lot of out of market games, it's definitely worth it. If you only really watch one team, or if you you only watch maybe 1 or 2 games a week, it's probably not worth it. You could get by just on the regular TV schedule, but if you watch a lot of games like me, ESPN Plus is definitely worth it. Yeah, pretty much, Avi. Yeah, it was wild. Here's Patra now. Patra's made a name for himself in this preseason. He's played a ton of these preseason games for the Bruins, trying to earn a roster spot. Draft pick from a couple years ago, and he has done very, very well. He might make the opening night roster. Rangers take it now, back through the neutral zone. Puck deflected away. Shots are now 5-1 in favor of New York. So there's still literally only been 6 shots on goal in this game. And A.J. Greer just took an interference penalty. New York's going to the power play. That is not what the Bruins wanted to do at this point. But the Rangers will be on the power play, already up a goal. They have 5 shots in this game. The Bruins only have 1. We are late now in the first period with under 5 minutes to go, and the Bruins still only have 1 shot on goal. Obviously, not the kind of period that they were hoping for, but we'll see what the Rangers can do here with the power play when we get back from our last commercial break of this opening period. Rangers trying to go up by a couple. Bruins have not done a whole lot so far in this one. Yo, what's going on, Joey? Welcome. Awesome to see you. Underwater, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Some legends in the chat tonight. A lot of familiar names. People that I obviously haven't talked to in a while, but have been longtime supporters of this channel. And really, really great to see you guys and get a chance to talk hockey again. Trevor, my choice personally would have been McAvoy, but I'm not surprised it's Marchand because he's the veteran player and has been on the team for so many years. And I mean, I don't mind it. Marchand was definitely always going to be one of the top 2 or 3 candidates. I personally wanted McAvoy, but I'm fine with Marshy. Yeah, appreciate you guys being here. If you're just stopping in, or if you haven't noticed yet or anything, my upcoming stream schedule, I have pinned in the top comment at the top of the chat. I pinned it. I have my first 2 streams of the regular season picked out. Again, I'm only going to be streaming about once a week this year. Some weeks maybe get 2 in, but for the most part, it's going to be like once a week. Again, you know, things in my life are different now. I'm working full time. I've got other things going on. It's not, you know, the channel isn't going to be exactly like it was 2 years ago, but we're trying to keep it going. Keep the channel alive, keep things rolling, still stream with some sort of regularity, which I didn't do a very good job of the second half of last season. And, we got a nice shot there. Blocker saved by Swayman. And yeah, the plan for me right now is to do about 1 stream a week. Upcoming stream schedule, my first will be Thursday, the October 12th for the Red Wings and Devils. And then the next week will be on Tuesday, as we get a good chance there for Trocheck out in front, but he sends it wide. Swayman might have got a piece of it. And I'll be doing the Lightning and Sabres on Tuesday the 17th as my second stream of the year. Regular season starts next week as we got the puck loose in the crease. Swayman able to dive on top of it and eventually get the whistle as we've got a scramble there in the crease. And the puck was loose for a little bit. Everybody diving after it, trying to get to it first. Eventually, Swayman covers it up. Rangers with a couple of good opportunities on this power play, but the Bruins able to keep the puck out of the net, and it remains 1-0. Very, very nice job there by Swayman to find that puck and get it covered up. Hey, what's going on, Donna? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Avi. I mean, maybe if I feel like having some fun on a Friday or Saturday night, maybe every once in a while I could do something like that. But man, the shit like 2 seasons ago of doing it like twice a week or like once a week with the double headers, not happening. Brody's not here underwater, but you may see him at points throughout the year. He has met a girl. He does have a girl. It's an interesting situation. I'll leave it at that. You guys can ask Brody about it. If you eventually see him here on stream. But yeah, there's I do not have any plans for Halloween BC transportation. No, Rangers are 20 seconds left on the power play here. 2:14 to go in the first period. Zibanejad against Brown in the faceoff dot. Rangers win it back. Trouba over to Lindgren, setting up in the offensive zone. Zibanejad playing the half wall. Trying to go back door. Trouba was streaking in, but wasn't able to connect on the pass. Bruins with a chance to clear now. They get it up and out, gain the red line, and dump it in. Brown peels off. That is going to do it for the power play. Penalty is killed. This remains 1-0 Rangers. We are back to 5-a-side hockey. As New York takes it now at their own blue line. Ryan Lindgren up through the middle. What's going on, Nick? Welcome in. Good to see you here. Thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Over the red line into the offensive zone. David Pastrnak gets it down below the goal line. Chasing now in Zach on the forecheck. In there with Marchand as well. Back to the point. McAvoy long shot. Deflected. Just goes wide off glass. Around it goes. On the weekends, Pablo, not tonight. Back out high, long shot. That one again misses well wide. Looks like it hit a skate on the way through. Rangers trying to get out of their zone. Bruins keep it in. Here's Pastrnak. Bruins top line on the ice. Back to McAvoy. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Rangers up to 7 shots. The Bruins still only have 1. Pastrnak trying to make it 2, but he has it wrestled off his stick. Over now. McAvoy's pass. Not able to get through. Rangers clear it out. And that will be dumped into the Bruins zone as Grizzlet goes back to get it. What is going on, Blair? Welcome in. Great to see you in the chat. Really appreciate you, as always, coming by. They gain the red line, dump it around. Played by Shesterkin up the wall. DeBrusk knocks that one down. No, I have not watched any MLB playoffs, Matt. No. 22 seconds to go now in the first period. Bruins trying to keep it in the attacking zone. Not the kind of period they were hoping for, but looking to end it strong. Good couple of shifts here in the attacking end. They get the puck back now as the Rangers muscle out to the neutral zone. Bruins regrouping. Final 5 seconds. Mitchell gains the blue line. He gets stood up by Lindgren. Fox takes it deep. That will run out the clock, and period 1 has come to an end. The only goal of the first period belongs to Capo Kako on an absolute beautiful snipe high glove side. Beats Jeremy Swayman. And that is the only scoring of a very defensive first period between the Rangers and Bruins. Only 8 total shots getting through on goal. 7 for New York, 1 for Boston. And we have a 1-0 hockey game headed to the intermission. We'll have some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for period number 2 to begin. And now, obviously, during the intermission is a good time for you guys to ask questions. Just hang out, chat for a while, talk about whatever you guys feel like, and kill some time as we have 18 minutes till the start of period number 2. Appreciate you guys all watching. Thanks so much. Please don't forget, it really does help the channel if you hit that thumbs up. If you want to subscribe and come to these streams throughout the year, you can hit that subscribe button if you want. And we love having you here. We love seeing this channel grow and more people become part of the community. Appreciate you guys watching so much as we have our first stream now of this new season. A preseason tune-up before we get ready for regular season action. And yeah, we got some time now to hang out and chill. Definitely hoping to go to at least 1 or 2 NHL, at least 1 or 2 NHL games, Matt. I usually go to quite a few AHL games for the Providence Bruins, and I occasionally go to some college hockey as well. And if the schedule works out and whatever, I'd like to catch a college game or 2 this year. There's a lot of good college hockey up here in New England, so I definitely will be at some hockey games this year. Just don't know for sure yet. Other than I do know I will be at the Providence Bruins opening night game coming up on next Friday. It's not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. I'll be at the Providence Bruins first game. Hey, thank you, Pablo. Appreciate it. My day was pretty good, Nick. Not too bad at all. Happy to cap it off with some hockey tonight. Hey, thank you, Blair. Appreciate it. Good luck to you and the Leafs as well. Hopefully it's a good season. Hopefully it's a fun season. And love having you here, and just another year for all of us to come together and enjoy hockey. Hey, that'd be awesome, Blair. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Speaking of college hockey, Avi, I noticed that this weekend there's an extremely good early season matchup between Quinnipiac and Boston College. They're playing Saturday. It's literally like the first weekend of college hockey. and there's a top 10 matchup between BC and Quinnipiac Saturday night. The game is on Nesson if you're in the New England region to watch it. I think I'm going to be watching that Saturday night. I'm on call this weekend for work, so I can't go to it or anything, but I'm definitely going to be here at home watching it. Boston's first game is against Chicago, Blair, on Wednesday. Chicago opens their season with a back-to-back, which I think kind of sucks for them. I mean, I personally think it's too early in the season for back-to-backs. I think there should be no back-to-backs in October. You should get a few, at least 3 weeks of hockey under your belt before you start having back-to-backs. But Chicago has to play Pittsburgh on Tuesday and then Boston on Wednesday. It's a back-to-back for them to open the season, and the Bruins catch them on that second half of the back-to-back, which might end up being kind of a lucky break for Boston. This is the final preseason game for the Bruins and the Rangers. There are a few teams that play tomorrow night. I think there's 4 games tomorrow, maybe 5. It's either 4 or 5 tomorrow. There are a few teams that play one more, but for both of these teams, this is their last preseason game. Yo, Sam! I almost missed you there, my man. Sorry about that. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. It's preseason for me, too. Thank you so much for being here. Great to see you in the chat. And as always, appreciate you. Another great YouTuber out there. Big Boston sports fan. Covers the Bruins on his channel. Sam's a legend. I actually got to meet Sam in person at a Bruins game last year, which was awesome. Yeah, Sam's a legend, big supporter. There's a lot of great stuff in Boston, Blair. I mean, it's a huge city. They've got a little bit of everything. I don't know, like, what you kind of like to do. There's obviously, you got good sports. You've got a lot of colleges. In Boston, there's a lot of really good restaurants in all the different sections of Boston have really good restaurants. If you're old enough and you like, going out to bars and clubs, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of other fun stuff too. There's kid-friendly stuff that you can do. If you just like, depending on the kind of thing that you're looking for and what you like to do, if you just kind of like research or Google, that in Boston, there's so much that will come up. It's really cool. Really cool city. I would never want to live there. There's way too many people for me to ever want to live there. But to go there like for a night or two and or a weekend and just hang out and do shit, it's a lot of fun. Do I think Vegas can repeat? I mean, listen, the answer usually is the same to that question in the NHL. Is a team capable of it? Yes, because generally a team that wins the Stanley Cup doesn't undergo such a drastic roster transformation that they are like no longer a cup contender the next year. That usually doesn't happen. Are they capable of repeating? Yes. Will they? There are not a lot of repeats in hockey. It just doesn't happen very often. Obviously, Tampa did it a couple years ago. It just doesn't happen that often. Pittsburgh did it in 16 and again in 17, but it's not something that you see a lot of. So, where am I going with that? Like, I wouldn't bet Tampa. I wouldn't bet Vegas to repeat. They're not my Stanley Cup pick this year. But are they capable of winning? Yeah, they're still a very good team. They've brought back most of their important players. Obviously, Riley Smith isn't there anymore, but they brought back most of their important players, and they're still a very good hockey team. I wouldn't bet on them to repeat because just not a lot of teams do in hockey. Hey, Kano, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Pablo, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. That's tough news. I'm wishing him all the best, and hopefully he gets better soon. Yeah, definitely, Avi. That is some good puck for sure. Michael, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by. Awesome to have you here. No, CMA editor, not really. We're just at the intermission right now, waiting for period 2 to start. Yay, Perlo, what is going on? Hey, that's awesome, Kano. Glad to hear it. Going to games already. That's fantastic. Hockey is certainly back. That is for sure. We're into it now. That article, I didn't write that article, Perlo. I just retweeted it because it's from Inside the Rink. So if I retweet all the Inside the Rink stuff that I see on my timeline, because that's what we're supposed to be doing there, is sharing each other's stuff. I didn't write that. The last article I wrote was the fight predictions. And then I'm gonna have part 2 of the fight predictions coming this weekend on teams that will have the least amount of fights this year. But yeah, that article was written by Conrad, who, if you couldn't tell, is a Leafs fan. All right, opening night predictions. Seattle versus Vegas. I'm going to go Seattle in that one because it's banner night for Vegas, and I've noticed a lot of teams tend to come out sluggish on banner night. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a ceremony or what the deal is, but I've noticed in recent years a lot of teams come out pretty sluggish on banner night. So I'm going to take Seattle in that one. Pens or Chicago. I kind of want to take Chicago, one, because everyone thinks they're going to be absolutely terrible this year. And I kind of want to see Bedard just light it up on opening night. But my brain is telling me that Pittsburgh is probably going to win that game. Chicago's goaltending is absolutely horrific. So I'm going to say Pittsburgh in that one. And then Preds Tampa, I think, is going to be a really good game. I think the Predators might be better than people realize this year, especially if UC Saros is, in the Vezina conversation. I don't think they're going to score a lot of goals, but I don't think they're going to give up a lot of goals either. So I think Nashville might take that one, and I think Tampa, obviously, without Vasilevsky, has has their work cut out for them. They've lost quite a bit over the last few years because they just, with the salary cap, we're never going to be able to keep that team together. They keep losing, pieces. And now Vasilevsky's out injured. I'm going to take the Preds in that one. Thoughts on Connor Bedard? He's absolutely filthy. Now, is he going to be like Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid level good? Probably not in his rookie year. Can he score 60-plus points this year? Absolutely. Could he score 80 points this year? Depending on the health of the team around him. If Taylor Hall stays healthy, if other, top 6 players on that team stay healthy, maybe he scores a point per game and puts up 80 points this year. The kid's talent is unbelievable. Obviously, he's still literally a kid. He's a teenager. He still physically needs to mature a little more, but, he's certainly not at his best yet. He's just a rookie. But the talent is incredible with him. He's only going to get better from here as he physically matures, gets bigger, gets stronger, gets more used to the NHL game. I don't think he puts up 120 points in his rookie year the way that Sidney Crosby did. But I do think he could be a point per game player. I think he could be a point per game player this year. Columbus was really, really bad last year, Pablo. I do think they'll be better this year. They've got a lot of young players that I like. They've obviously just drafted Adam Fantilli, who the Ducks decided to pass on at number 2 and drop to Columbus at number 3. Fantilli, I think, is going to be an absolute beast. So I like the Blue Jackets' young core. I like Kent Johnson a lot. I think David Jiricek is going to be a very solid defenseman. They've got some young pieces that I really like. I do think they'll be a little bit better this year. I don't think they're going to be like drastically better. They're not going to be in contention for a playoff spot. They're not there yet. They've still got a ways to go in as far as that goes, as far as like playoffs or anything. But I don't think they're going to be as horrifically bad as they were last season. I like the Predators over the Lightning without Vasilevsky. And again, I think Nashville is going to be better than people think this year. Kyle, what's going on? Welcome in. Capo Kako has the goal for the Rangers. Penguins, Blackhawks. I mean, if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, I'm not a Tristan Jarry fan. So I think Pittsburgh's going to give up goals. I think Chicago, who has arguably the worst goaltending in the league. It might not even be arguable. I think Chicago has the worst goaltending in the league. They're going to give up a lot of goals. I would definitely be leaning over in the Pittsburgh-Chicago game. But when it seems like an obvious pick like that, sometimes it ends up going the other way. And you watch, it'll end up being like a 3-1 game or something. But I don't know. I just think the goaltending in Chicago is so bad that, I can't see them not giving up 4. Montreal's not going to be anywhere near a playoff spot, BC Transportation. Probably Trevor, but it's going to be interesting to see because he has a phenomenal shot, and it's not like he's playing with a lot of star guys around him in Chicago. So he might end up being the team's leading goal scorer, honestly. But we'll see. Maybe he has. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what his ratio goals to assists ends up being. Let's see what's going on. Micah, welcome. Casey DeSmith is no longer on the Penguins underwater. He got traded to the Vancouver Canucks a few weeks ago. Seattle's goaltending is going to be very interesting, Pablo, because I think they overachieved in as far as goaltending goes last season. I think they underachieved as far as goaltending goes their first season. I think it's probably going to balance out somewhere in the middle. But if they get goaltending as good like they did last season, they will easily be a playoff team again if they continue to play at that level. But anyway, we have just dropped the puck here on period number 2. We are back underway. Bruins win the opening faceoff, and they take possession back now in their own zone, looking to break it up ice. Only one shot on goal for the Bruins in that first period. Definitely not what they were looking for. Not a good period for them overall. Expect them to come out with a little bit more urgency here in the second, and also try and get some pucks on net finally here in the second period. That puck on the shot attempt from McAvoy ended up not a play, so we'll get a whistle here. Ozone draw for Boston. Honestly, that's a tough one, Kyle, because I think both of them are going to be really, down near the bottom of the league standings. But I think San Jose, I'm going to say San Jose is a little bit worse. I think they're a little bit worse. Working around now. I do not know Kano. I do not know who. I don't know much. I haven't seen any Columbus preseason games, so I do not know Kano. Let's see if he's even. I don't even know where to get preseason stats because I feel like NHL.com wasn't even keeping preseason stats. Like if you go to the player statistics page on NHL.com, it goes back to last year. Let's see if he's even still on the roster. He's probably been sent down by now. I don't even see him on their page here, so I'm not sure. Anyway, here we go. We are back underway. Backhanded by Keandre Miller. Can't get out of the zone. Trent Frederick keeps it in. I honestly didn't even know Trent Frederick was playing in this game. I did not say his name once in the first period. He's been fairly invisible out there, which, man, he's a guy. I love Frederick. I love Freddie. I loved him in Providence. I loved him when the Bruins called him up. He's got to be more consistently engaged in every game. Like, there are some games he does absolutely nothing. And there are other games he's a complete wrecking ball out there. Like, he needs to be a wrecking ball every night. He can't have these games where he's completely invisible. Round now, Rangers. Backhand it down, taken away, stolen by Patra. Patra with it, and he plays it over to Mitchell, who just tees one up and dumps it in around the boards. Brown with a good hit on the forecheck, but the Rangers flip it out. Let's see. Jeremiah, what is going on? Great to see you in the chat. Awesome to have you as always. I have been good. How about you? I hope you had a great summer as well. Thanks so much for watching. Potraw now in the corner chasing after it. Greer able to come away with the puck. Back to the point. Bruins setting up in the offensive zone. Trying to get their now third shot on goal in this game, but they can't control cleanly. Rangers trying to get it out past McAvoy. They do. Back the other way they come. Up into the offensive end. There's a long shot and a kick save by Swayman. Puck sent back through the middle. Nobody home. Worked out to the neutral zone. D to D. Fox to Lindgren. And now deflected away. Taken back by the Rangers as they regroup at neutral ice. I mean, he's a great offensive defenseman, Kano. As that one's gloved down by Swayman. He covers that one up. It'll lead to an offensive zone draw for the Rangers now. Still 1-0. Goal back in the first period by Capo Kako. Carlson, he's an offensive defenseman, puts up a ton of points. He's obviously going to help the Penguins offensively score more goals. I don't think he helps them defensively. I mean, that's not his strong suit of his game. I've always been a critic as far as, Carlson basically being a fourth forward on the ice. He's never been very good defensively. I think earlier in his career, he was a little bit better. I just think he's too often a liability in his own zone, but he obviously makes up for it by scoring a bajillion points. Great on the power play, great puck mover. I've never been a super huge Carlson fan just because his style of play. I think defensemen should be defensemen, keyword there, defense, but I don't know. He fits Pittsburgh's style and what Pittsburgh's kind of always been over the last 20 years pretty well. I think he's going to put up plenty of points with the Penguins. I just don't think he really helps them defensively at all. We got a delayed penalty call coming up now against the Rangers. Bruins setting up in the offensive zone. Working along the boards. Back out to the point. Here's Carlo with a shot through traffic. That one once again is blocked. And that's going to be a holding penalty now for New York. Bruins to the power play. Their first power play opportunity of the game. And that's going to be Ryan Lindgren headed to the penalty box here for dragging down Brad Marchand. Pretty easy call along the boards there for the referee. And Lindgren's in the penalty box. Bruins to the power play, trying to tie this game up with 16:08 to go in the second period. Boston still only has 2 shots on goal. That will hopefully change here over the next 2 minutes. Off the face-off, we get a broken stick right away, and the Rangers able to clear it all the way down. So a good start to the PK here for New York. Played across, taken here. Marchand almost turns it over. Good stick defensively by Trocheck. I think it was Trocheck. Yes, it was. Back with it now. McAvoy looking to carry up ice. Drop pass, played with speed. Pastrnak over the red line. Into the offensive zone. Bruins enter the zone. Not able to maintain possession, though, as the Rangers steal along the boards. And the Bruins power play not looking good. Hey, what's going on, Gordon? Welcome in. Steve, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Carried up now. Moved off of a skate. Once again, Bruins way too sloppy with the puck. Not able to get anything going offensively in this game. Pastrnak now just going to tee one up and dump it in. Rangers after it, but Marchand gets in the way of their clearing attempt. Over on the other side, Vesey backing out of the blue line. Played by Pastrnak through to the middle. Low-Rye to Pasta. Pasta by the faceoff dot. Through the middle. Tried to get it through to the other side. Marchand was waiting, but the puck got deflected away. 35 seconds to go now as the Bruins regroup back in their own zone. Low-Rye going to carry it up as they get the second power play unit on the ice. Here's DeBrusk. DeBrusk to Frederick into the offensive end. Freddie trying to get one through. That one's blocked. And it ends up lodged in the equipment there of the Rangers defenseman. I couldn't catch what number that was for New York, but the puck got caught up in his equipment. We get a whistle, and it's going to be a face-off now in the New York zone with 20 seconds left on the Bruins power play. I hope so, Blair. I hope so. The Bruins and Leafs first meeting is November 2nd. It's pretty early in the season, less than a month in. It's November 2nd. I hope we see Lucic versus Reeves. They should do it right at center ice. Like, first face-off out there against each other right at center ice. It would be epic. Moved back to the point now. Here's Low-Rye. Pass over, back to Low-Rye, trying to get it through the middle. That one knocked down in front. Rangers first on it. They're going to clear it out. That's going to kill the power play. Both teams now 0 for 1 on the power play. Not able to score on either of their chances. Rangers still up 1-0. Still only a total of 10 shots in this game. 8 for New York, 2 for the Bruins. Boston did not get a shot on goal on that power play. We have 13:50 to go in the second period. Rangers into the offensive end. Zibanejad's shot gets deflected wide by Forbert. Rangers keep it now in the offensive zone. And a long shot from outside there by Lindgren, easily covered up by Swayman. And we're going to get our first commercial break now of period number 2. Rangers continue to lead 1-0 on the goal by Capo Kako. Period 2. Almost halfway done. We got our first stoppage here, so... Boy, you can. I definitely can tell that I, haven't streamed in a long time. My voice can feel it. Like we're only halfway, not even halfway through this game. My voice can feel it. But obviously, as I get back into streaming and doing this more regularly, I'll get used to it again. But man, it's crazy how long it's been since I've done stuff on this channel. All right, we can check some other scores from around the league. Panthers and Lightning are tied 3-3. Flyers have a 3-1 lead over the Islanders. Capitals are up 2-1 over the Blue Jackets. Red Wings and Maple Leafs are tied 3-3. Predators have a 2-1 lead right now over the Hurricanes. Sens have gone up 1-0 on the Jets. The Blues have gone up 1-0 on the Stars. And the Wild and Blackhawks are 0-0. There's some more games coming up later tonight, but they haven't started yet. Schlaf, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. We are back underway. Rangers trying to keep the puck in the offensive end off the draw. The Bruins looking to clear. They send it hard off glass and out all the way down. No icing as Lindgren plays it. And Beecher gets in on the forecheck. Here's Brown. Brown back to the blue line. D to D. Forbert over to the other side. Long shot there. Nice save by Shesterkin. Pass again. Goes through the middle. Nobody home. Forbert keeps it into Greer. Greer along the wall. Looking to make a play. Switches with Forbert. Then dumps it deep. There's taken now. Patrick Brown not able to maintain possession. It's up and out the other way as Fox throws it in off the end boards. First on it is Lafreniere. What's going on, Austin? Welcome in. Thanks so much for watching. Great to have you here. Really appreciate it. Nice hit there by the Bruins in the D zone. They come away with the puck, and Greer's able to get it to Beecher up and out. Beecher dumps it in now. Brown goes in on the forecheck. Rest of the Bruins go off for a line change. Frederick comes onto the ice with Patra. Frederick tries to pass it out in front for Geeky. Not able to get it through, however. Rangers take it up the wall, over, and out of the zone. Bruins back check hard. Break that play up at neutral ice, and now Geeky's back into the offensive end. Pass in front there. Frederick trying to get in. Here's Patra, but he can't get clear possession. Rangers poke it away, and they come up ice now. Blake Wheeler in the corner with Grzelcyk back on him. Cycles it low. Stolen by McAvoy. Bruins get it up and out of the zone. Rangers throw it back in. Played by Grzelcyk from Swayman. Under 12 minutes now to go here in period number 2 as we're approaching the halfway point of this game. Played behind the net. Taken now by New York. Moved up over the line. Dumped into the offensive zone. Moved through the middle. Up and cleared out. What's going on, Garrett? Thank you so much for watching. Awesome to see you here. Great to have you in the chat as always. Zaka with it. Pass across. Here's Pastrnak. Sharp angle. Holding the post is Shesterkin. Forbert pinches Keeps it in with the help of Zacha. Zacha now looking for a shot there. That one just ripped wide. May have been deflected away. Rangers back up ice now into the offensive zone. Here's New York on the backhand. That one misses wide on Swayman. Bruins able to clear it, but not out. That got to the blue line, but kept in again by New York. Swayman over to Forbert. Carrying it now. Can't pass it through Fox. Rangers back the other way into the offensive zone. Back to the point. Played across there. Fox. Out high, here's Kako. He's the goal scorer in the game. Stolen away finally by the Bruins, and they'll dump it deep. Shesterkin comes way out to play it. Passes it up, but it's taken back by the Bruins in their own zone. D to D, trying to start the breakout up ice. Here's Lowry. Lowry is a big dude. 6'4", over 200 pounds. And he skates extremely well for somebody that big. We're down now, 10 minutes to go in the second period as the Rangers playing catch in their own zone. Finally, a pass up to Zibanejad into the offensive end on the wing. Long shot deflected wide. We are past the halfway mark of this one. Still a 1-0 Rangers lead as Brad Marchand takes the puck up into the neutral zone, gains the red line, and dumps it in for Boston. And that one's going to deflect off netting. No, doesn't go out of play. High off glass, stays in. Rangers back the other way now with speed. Here comes Panarin up ice into the offensive zone. He almost loses possession. Now kept in by the D-man out high. Fighting for it along the wall now. We got a board battle. Bruins win the battle and carry it up. Here's Greer into the attacking end. Mini 2-on-1. Now a 2-on-2. Greer not able to get the shot away. And now we're going to get a tripping call against the Rangers. Referee out in the neutral zone makes the call. It's going to be a trip. And that is going to send the Bruins to their second power play of the game. They did not look very good on their first one. Didn't even get a shot on goal. So we'll see if they can be better here on the second man advantage when we get back from another TV timeout. Rangers 1, Bruins 0, but Boston to the power play here, just past the halfway mark of period number 2. We'll see what the Bruins can do here with the man advantage. Hey, there you go, Austin. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. You got 2 home games this weekend. I hope you have a great time. Summer was pretty good for me. Yeah, no complaints. Had some good times and obviously worked and just overall enjoyed it. Jacob Trouba is the guilty party for the Rangers. He's in the box for tripping. Also takes one of the Rangers' best penalty-killing defensemen off the ice. And that is going to give the Boston Bruins a chance to tie this game here if they can get something going on this power play. Hey, what is going on, Jack? It has been a while. I haven't streamed in quite a while. Thank you so much for coming by. Great to see you as always as the Bruins win the faceoff. Trying to set up shop in the attacking zone. It's McAvoy and Pastrnak out high. Move down to Marchand. Now to McAvoy. Marshy. McAvoy. Pastrnak. McAvoy. They have a good puck movement here, but it's all around the perimeter on the outside. Waiting for something to open up in the middle. Here's Zacha. Back out high for Marshy. Trying to play it around now. Deflected in front. Pastrnak gets it through. And Coyle with the tap-in! Boston does much, much better with this power play, and Charlie Coyle finishes off a beautiful passing play. It is 1-1 as the Bruins are on the board. And the power play gets it done here for Boston. Great puck movement in the offensive zone, and it results in a goal. Nothing Igor Shesterkin could do about that. And Boston doesn't even need 30 seconds of the power play time to get themselves on the board, and this game tied up. Let's see if they can build off it. We are back even with 8:40 to go here in the second. Back underway now. Rangers cleared out of their zone. Lowry being chased. Back into his own end. He protects the puck, skates to the outside, and then passes it up the wall. Frederick couldn't control. The Rangers are back now in their own end. Back through the middle. Nobody there. Goes under a stick. Up to Kako now. He backhands it. Stolen back by Patrick Brown. Away it goes. Here's Carlo. Carlo pressured along the boards. Couple of Rangers in on the forecheck. Kako with it. Move through the middle. Back out high. Top of the circle. Here's a long shot. That one's rifled wide. Down around it goes. 7:50 to go here in the second. Up the boards. Bruins chip it. Frederick clears the puck. Back to the Rangers' end. Geeky after it. Zibanejad first on it, though, for New York. Around now up the board. Stolen by Greer. Greer drew the penalty that led to the power play goal. Now he's back out on the ice in the offensive zone, cycling the puck just a little out of the reach of John Beecher. Rangers looking to clear it up now. Good step up by Brown. Rangers still trying to work it out of their end. No cigar so far. Not able to. Boston with their quote-unquote fourth line on the ice. A good shift for them. Here's a dump in. Played around the wall. Bruins trying to get it out of their end, and they do. Rangers take it back by the red line. They get it deep. Swayman comes out, but it gets past him through to Forbert. Forbert can't control. Rangers again have it offensive zone as they cycle it back to the corner. Mitchell over to Forbert for the Bruins. Forbert gets it out. Rangers take it in the neutral zone and send it right back in. Starting to feel a little more like the first period with the back and forth. Dumped now by the Bruins, and then Shesterkin lofts it up over the red line, trying to send Lafreniere in, but the puck was bouncing, and Boston's able to break it up. Boquist back the other way now for the Bruins. Jesper Boquist behind the net with Pasternak. Good step up there by Grzelcyk, keeps it in the offensive zone. Then Grizz fires one through the crease, but nobody able to get a piece of it. Hey, what is going on, Brian? Great to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for being here. Hope you're enjoying the Panthers Lightning. And awesome to see you in the chat, my man, as always. Round it goes. 5:40 left here in the second period. Rangers trying to clear their zone. They do. Back out to neutral ice. 5:37 to go here in the second. Here's Panarin now for the Rangers into the offensive zone, waiting for help. Doesn't have much. He gets stood up and loses the puck to Zacha. Zacha now Marchand, offensive zone. Marchand has it bounce off of his stick. Rangers dump it in, but it's from behind the red line. Carlo wins the race against Brennan Othman, and that is going to be an icing call against New York. 5:08 to go in the second, and an offensive zone faceoff for the Bruins on the way. Luca, what is going on? Good to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. My summer was good. How about yours? Hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you're happy to have hockey back like I am. Offensive zone face-off here. Rangers win it, though, defensively. They get it up to the blue line and out over the neutral zone, center ice, and dumped in by New York. Under 5 minutes now to go here in the second period. 1-1 hockey game. That one gets sent wide. Coyle trying to get it out of the zone for the Bruins. It's been very rainy this pretty much entire year, Kano. Not a lot of sunshine. Lots of rain and clouds. And here we go now. Delayed penalty coming up against the Bruins. And now we got to fight. We got to fight. Not much of a fight as the players fall to the ice. But it's Charlie Coyle. And was that Jimmy Vesey? Gotta see the jersey number. It is Jimmy Vesey. Charlie Coyle and Jimmy Vesey back behind the play. Get into it with each other here. I don't think there were really any punches thrown. They just kind of both fell to the ice. But they dropped the gloves and grabbed onto each other before falling down. Coyle was not happy with a hit by Vesey that was kind of from behind. And then they dropped the gloves. And I don't think anybody really got a punch off. This has not been a physical game at all. That just kind of popped up out of nowhere. We'll see what the penalties are here when we come back from the commercial break. But our first real sort of any spice in this game, Charlie Coyle and Jimmy Vesey going at it. I wish they actually could have stayed on their skates and, actually got a fight in, but hey, it's better than nothing. And this has not been a physical game. That came out of absolutely nowhere. Coyle was not happy with that hit kind of from behind by Vesey, and then he got up and gave Vesey a couple of hard cross checks, and eventually they decide to finally drop the gloves and go, but they fall right to the ice. So finally, there's some action out of nowhere there. And it looks like we've got, according to NHL.com or the NHL app, I've got roughing minor to Charlie Coyle, roughing minor to Jimmy Vesey, and an extra 2 minutes here to Charlie Coyle, but it doesn't say what the penalty is. Might be a cross-check to Coyle. But anyway, Charlie Coyle picks up an extra 2 minutes. That's going to put the Rangers on the power play. They'll get their second power play opportunity of the game. And, yeah, Coyle and Vesey not happy with each other there. Oh, wow, that's cool. Both Foligno brothers scored in the Chicago-Minnesota game tonight. That's pretty cool. Bruins. Early here on the penalty kill, able to get a clear, but the Rangers carry it back up through the neutral zone and now set up shop in the offensive zone. And Boston again able to clear that one all the way down. 35 seconds gone off of the penalty. It looks like it's actually a 4-minute power play here for the Rangers. So, I'll have to look at the box score to see exactly how those penalties worked out. But the Rangers get a 4-minute power play out of it. Bruins have now killed off just about the first minute. And, they've looked pretty good so far on the kill. So Coyle got a minor for cross-checking and a double minor for roughing. And then Vesey just got the single roughing minor. So that's how it ended up being a 4-minute power play. Now here are the Rangers driving in. Tried to make one too many passes. And it goes off a skate and gets broken up. That would have been a golden opportunity for New York. But one too many passes, it ends up getting broken up. Wheeler tries to get a shot off. That deflects up into the netting. And the Bruins again doing a good job on the PK. 2:23 left now on the power play. Bruins getting in the way of these Rangers opportunities. Hey, what is going on, Cap? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. It is fantastic to have hockey back. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Boston's first regular season game is Wednesday night, the 11th next week against Chicago. Bruins again able to clear the puck out of the zone as DeBrusk does a nice job on the kill. Worked along the board, stolen back. Now here's a shorthanded chance. Zacha breaking in, poked away from him. Rangers coming back the other way now. New York into the offensive zone. Across to Cooley. Cooley runs into his own man, Miller. Wheeler rescues the puck, though, and the Rangers keep possession. Looking for a chance in front. Lafreniere on the doorstep. Wasn't able to get it redirected on goal. Cleared again by Boston. Down to 1:40 left here on the power play for New York. And the Bruins able to send it up ice. Here's a shorthanded opportunity for Patra. And can't put it home. Here's Marchand on the doorstep. Saved by Shesterkin. 2 golden shorthanded opportunities there for the Bruins. But Shesterkin says no. What's going on, Jared? Welcome in. Dan, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Back to the point now. Played by the Rangers. Bruins trying to kill this penalty off. Down to 1:10 on the power play. There's a shot. That one just deflects over the bar on a crazy redirection on the point shot. Rangers keep it in the offensive zone. Panarin back to the blue line. Adam Fox walks the line, then cycles it deep. Zibanejad back down around. Kept in out high by Panarin to Fox. Hey, that's awesome, Blair. Congratulations to your cousin. That's sweet. Short side chance there. Swayman gets across, and he stops the second one on Zibanejad as well. 2 great saves by Jeremy Swayman on Mika Zibanejad, and this remains a 1-1 game. Clutch, what's going on? Welcome. Great to see you here. Thank you for watching. Awesome to have you. Jeremy Swayman with a couple of huge stops there. I'm pretty excited for it, Jared. I mean, everyone at this point knows that he's a 4th liner. He's on a very cheap contract, and you know, he's a great veteran guy to have on the 4th line. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch. He hits and fights and is going to do everything that Bruins fans want him to do on that 4th line, and I am excited for it. I hope he's a good veteran physical presence on that bottom 6 for Boston. Andrew, what's going on? Welcome in. Final seconds of the power play ticking down now. And 4 minutes of power play time for the Rangers. They are not able to score. We're back to 5-on-5. The game is still 1-1. All even here now with 15 seconds to go in the second period. Moved across, long shot. That one just gets deflected wide. Carlo rubs his man off to the end wall. Back out to the point. Long shot knocked down there by the Bruins. They're able to clear it out. Final seconds tick off. And that is going to do it as period 2 comes to an end. And Boston with the only goal of the second period on the power play. Charlie Coyle puts it home to tie this game up. And we are all even through 40 minutes of hockey. 1-1 hockey game between the Rangers and Bruins as we head to the second intermission. And we have 20 minutes of action to go coming up here after this intermission break. But we now have a chance to just kind of hang out, chill, catch our breath, and relax during the intermission while we wait for period number 3 to begin. Thank you guys again all so much for being here. It's awesome to have you. Really appreciate everybody coming by. My first stream in a long time. Getting ready to get into the new season. And kick things off with a little preseason action here to get ready for games that actually count starting next week. So, again, appreciate you guys so much. It does help out a lot and mean a lot if you could hit that thumbs up button. If you want to subscribe and follow along on the channel all year long, I'll be doing these streams throughout the season just about once a week this year. And we'd love to have you become part of the community if you want to. Again, like I said earlier, for those of you that weren't here, I'm not trying to, do this as a job anymore. I'm not really worried about view counts and sub counts and all of that. Like I was when I was really pushing to try and grow this channel and stuff. Listen, I'm doing this for fun at this point. Obviously, I still monetize. I can make a little bit of extra money here and there, but I'm not trying to, make this a business or anything anymore like I was. I'm doing this for fun and just trying to enjoy the channel again, enjoy hockey, and get it, keep things going, but not quite the same way as, the last few years. But yeah, we're now at the end of the second period. We're at the intermission, and we're getting ready for the third. We've got some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for the period to start. The last time I saw a hockey team score 12 goals was probably one of the times I was in high school and we were getting absolutely blasted by Old Rochester or Bourne or any of the teams that used to absolutely destroy us when I played high school hockey. And we would lose games like 15-2 or 12-1, shit like that. Yeah, we got blown out a few times by some of those really good teams that were in our conference, but yeah, no, 12 goals in hockey doesn't happen all that often for one team. Now you can combine for 12 goals if the game's like 7-5 or something, but 12 goals for one team does not happen very much. Chris, what is going on? Great to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for coming back. Really appreciate it. Works pretty good, Andrew. No complaints. I'm pretty much, I've been at my new job now for almost 5 months. No. Well, let's see. May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, almost 5 months. So it's actually, I was right about that. So I'm kind of, pretty settled in at this point and, into the flow of things and whatnot. So. Again, guys, I think the streams are going to be a lot of fun this year, even though I'm not going to be streaming as often as I have in the past. I think they're going to be a lot of fun. They're going to be chill. Again, I'm not, super worried about view counts and sub counts and sponsorships. And, again, I'm not trying to make this a business like I used to or, anything like that. I'm just trying to have fun, enjoy hockey, enjoy getting a chance to talk to all of you guys and just, have fun with the sport that has been my favorite sport my whole life. So, and have fun with other things too, like for, I know there's not too many left. There's not too many people left that have been in the, here since like the 2018 streams. But for those of you that do remember the early days of the channel, like we might have some fun during intermissions and stuff. We might, we may not be 100% hockey talk all the time, especially during intermissions. Maybe we start, telling some funny stories, cracking some jokes. Again, it's going to be more about everyone just having fun and having a good time as opposed to being like this like very like rigid, semi-professional, like very I don't know. I guess I never stopped having fun, but it's hard to explain. You guys probably can catch the drift. Like I was so focused on like making it a certain thing that it kind of took some of the fun out of it. Whereas when I'm just kind of chilling and doing whatever I feel like, then I think it's going to be more just like naturally a good time for everyone. Yeah, definitely clutch. You know, I think the more I enjoy doing this, the better it's gonna be for everybody for sure. For in the content in the product is gonna be better is if I'm enjoying doing it. Absolutely. Rick, great to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. Awesome to have you in the chat, as always. Yeah, so many familiar names in the chat tonight. Seeing you guys for the first time in quite a while. I really do appreciate you guys all stopping in. Oh, that is pretty soon, Blair. Happy early birthday. I'm sure I'll see you again before October 22nd. Hopefully I'll see you again before then, but happy early birthday if I don't, and appreciate you being a part of the channel here. Oh, there you go, Underwater. That's awesome. Good luck with that. I hope it goes really well for you. That's fantastic. No, I have not, Soul Search. Nope. Very, very much just me right now. We'll see when that changes. Yes, Kano, yes, yep. I got rid of memberships because with how, especially last year, with how infrequently I was streaming, like I couldn't do the things that were necessary to keep up with memberships and like give members the extra things that they deserved for being members and whatnot. So I did turn off memberships, but the channel is still monetized. You can still do super chats or donations. There's still ads on the videos, which again, I don't really have a lot of control over. That's a YouTube thing, but the channel's still monetized. You can still dono. Whether you use the Streamlabs link for donations, which goes right to my PayPal, or you go through YouTube and use the super chat, either way, fine with me. That's all still available to use and all of that. Listen, if I make a little bit of extra money this year from doing the channel, I'm cool with it. Again, like before, you guys know, like 2020, 2021, 2022, I was really pushing to honestly like try and be a YouTuber and like make this my full-time thing eventually. I'm not doing that anymore, but the channel is still monetized, and I'm working full-time with a quote-unquote normal job now, but if I can make a little bit of extra money from the channel, then cool. I can go to the liquor store on Friday and have a good weekend. But again, it's just I'm not going to be pushing making this a business anymore like I used to. That's probably the biggest thing. It's going to be much more laid back, just for fun, just trying to enjoy things. Hey, I appreciate it, Kano. I appreciate it. Honestly, Andrew, I don't even really use Discord anymore. I never look at the Discord. I feel like Discord as an app in general has kind of died. Like 2-3 years ago, Discord was huge. Like I remember like 2019, 2020, Discord was all the rage. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone was using it. I really don't hear as much about it anymore, and I personally am almost never on it. Yeah, that's just me personally. I haven't really regularly used Discord in probably over a year now, but there in the channel Discord there are mod only chats, like where I probably haven't updated the mods as far as like who has access to it, because I haven't touched Discord in like over a year, but a lot of the OGs are in the Discord, like from 2018, 2019 streams. But yeah, even when the Discord was first made, it was more of a thing that it wasn't necessarily something I wanted. It was more the guys that were watching the channel at the time, again, we're going back to like 2018 here, which was the early days of the channel. They wanted to be able to talk without like what, even when I wasn't on stream, because back in those days, I mean, if I had like 10 or 12 people watching a stream, it was like a big deal. Like that was a lot back then. And it was always like there was always this group of like the same 8-10 guys coming to pretty much every stream, and they, were basically became internet friends because we were in the streams all the time together. And they wanted a way to talk and chat without, as a group, even when I wasn't live and had the live stream chat going on. So that's basically why the Discord was made back then. Again, it wasn't necessarily something that I was pushing. It was that a big chunk of the audience at that time really wanted it. So a couple of the mods who were much more versed in Discord than I was, and even still am, and they basically created it and did all the work for me and just made it. And that was it was really popular like 2018, 2019, 2020, but it's kind of died over the last year or so. And again, I don't look at it very often. But if you guys want to be there and chat and talk, by all means, go for it. That's what it's there for. Just know that it's not something that I use all that much. I don't know yet, Kano. I mean, I know I'll get to at least one. Hopefully, maybe two or three, but I don't know yet for sure. But I should definitely get to at least one. Favorite aspect of my work? It's tough to say. There's a lot of cool stuff about it. There's a lot of it that is, work. I can tell you that my least favorite thing is running wires. Like the running the original wires to to get from all the devices back to the main panel and whatnot. Like actually running the wires is my least favorite. But as far as favorite, it's tough to say. But there's a lot of aspects that I like. And all in all, the work day's not too bad. And, depending on what I'm doing, some days are really good and easy and even fun sometimes. Other times they're more of a headache. But it's like any job. You have good days, you have bad days. And, you just kind of roll with it. I don't hang out with any of my coworkers like outside of work or anything. At least I haven't yet. But everyone pretty much that works together, all of us, all the technicians are, get along pretty well. And I work with a lot of different guys, different people each day. Kind of, sometimes I'll work with one guy, then a couple days later I'll work with a different guy. Everybody gets along pretty well. Everyone, for the most part, works well together. And I don't have any problems with any of my coworkers, and everyone's cool. Again, we're not like hanging out outside of work or anything, at least not yet with me, because I'm still pretty new. But maybe that happens down the line. I don't know, but when we're there working, everyone's been awesome. Hey, I appreciate it, Clutch. Hopefully they can get the job done, but I'm not picking them, but we'll see what happens. I work for an alarm company, Dan. I do, well, install, service, inspections, all different stuff. Pretty much anything related to security systems or fire alarms, I work on. Bruin, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Jackson, what is going on? Welcome in. Wow, Bears up 20-3. What a horrific performance by the Commanders tonight. How do you possibly lose to the Bears this badly? Yeah, I mean, I watched a decent amount of baseball this year, Andrew. Not a ton. More so early in the season, and then, I would say after, from like June on, I really didn't watch as much, but I haven't watched any of the playoffs yet. Denver did come back against Chicago last week. That is true, Kano. So that game is definitely not over. But God, to be down 20-3 to the freaking Bears is pretty abysmal. (4-1) Capitals. Okay, nice. Washington with a good performance tonight up on the Blue Jackets. Florida and Tampa Bay is still tied 3-3. Philadelphia's got a 5-2 lead on the Islanders. Detroit and Toronto is still tied 3-3. Nashville's up 3-1 over the Hurricanes. Ottawa's got a 1-0 lead on Winnipeg. St. Louis still has their 1-0 lead on Dallas. And Minnesota-Chicago tied up 1-1. Those are the other games that are going on right now. And again, there's still a few more that start later, but those haven't started yet. All right, here we go. Puck dropping on the third period. We are underway as the Rangers win the drawback. It is a 1-1 hockey game. A first period goal by Capo Kako gave the Rangers the lead. The Bruins answered in the second period with a power play goal from Charlie Coyle. It is 1-1 tied up here. Here's the Zibanejad trying to steal from Pastrnak, but he couldn't control the puck. Working around now. Behind the net, worked out in front. Bruins able to steal it back. Here's Pasta with it. And that's dumped up into the offensive zone. Played in the corner there by Fox. He takes a hit, but moves it. Rangers come back the other way. Kako over the red line into the offensive end. Around it goes. Bruins do a good job getting back, but kept in by Blake Wheeler. Rangers cycling. K'Andre Miller. Now one deflects up into the netting just about a minute into this period. We get a whistle and an offensive zone face-off for New York on the way. I have no interest in doing that, Clutch. I would like to keep work at work, and when I do something for YouTube, have it be something that's, for fun. Work can stay at work. I think Boston's still going to be good, Dan. They're not going to be nearly the level they were at last year. But they'll be a solid team, but they're definitely not going to be winning the President's Trophy this year. We got a pass down behind the net, worked out in front. Patra shoots and scores! Matthew Patra! What a preseason for this kid as he continues to fight to make the opening night roster. Boy, he is really making a strong case. As Frederick was able to cycle it down low with Geeky and then get a great pass out in front. Patra makes no mistake about it. It is 2-1 Bruins as they get their first lead of the game early here in the third. I mean, at this point, it's looking like Matthew Patra is absolutely going to be a Boston Bruin at the start of this season. He's a young kid that is just really starting to make a name for himself, but boy, he has looked good in the preseason. And, they can give him a 9-game trial. He's allowed to play 9 games before they have to make a decision as to whether they're going to keep him on the NHL roster all year long or if they're going to send him back to junior. And they have to make that decision after that 9th game. He should at least get those 9 games of regular season action to see what he looks like when the games really count, and then make a decision from there. But I can't see them sending him back to junior without at least giving him a few regular season games and get a real good look at him. He has been fantastic in this preseason. All right, have a good night, Cap. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Rangers up ice now, 2-on-1. Shot there. Big save by Swayman. Rebound chance goes wide off the stick of Cooley. 2-on-1 there as the Rangers look to answer, but Jeremy Swayman comes up huge in goal. Ultimately, the Bruins ice the puck. We get a whistle here, 17:57 to go in the third. Going to be an ozone draw for New York on the way. But the Bruins now have the lead up 2-1 as Matthew Patra's phenomenal preseason continues. Yo, speaking of Brody, although it's been a while since Brody was brought up, but Brody is now here in the chat. What is going on, man? Welcome in. Thanks so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. As we get a whistle there, another glove save by Swayman as he covers that one up. It will be another attacking zone faceoff for the Rangers. Ozone draw. Bonino is going to take it against Coyle. And Bonino wins it back. Rangers setting up shop offensive zone. There's a shot that gets deflected. Ends up in the corner. Pass to Brusque. Out to the point. Lindgren switches there with Fox. Almost turns the puck over. And the Bruins chip it out to the neutral zone. Down now. Brought up by Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk over the line. Dumped into the offensive end. Around it goes. Bruins getting in on the forecheck, but the Rangers take possession. They work it up the wall. Now back through the middle, out of their zone to the near side. Here's Kako. Around it goes. Bruins trying to get it back. Stolen now by the Rangers. There's a shot from Zibanejad that's blocked up off the glass. Rangers still with it now, offensive end, keeping the pressure on. Down low for Kreider. Kreider with it back to the point. Keandre Miller sends it deep again for Zibanejad. His pass for Kako doesn't get through. Bounces off a skate, ends up along the boards. Bruins trying to muscle it out of the zone, and they are able to clear. Here we go now, back in the neutral zone. Here's Capo Kako with another shot. That time, not quite as much of a snipe as his goal back in the first period. He shoots it right into the chest of Jeremy Swayman, who makes the save, cut down the angle, and covers it up. 16:34 left here in the third, and an offensive zone faceoff again for New York. Kako there just fires that one into the body of Swayman, who came way out to cut down that angle. I am on call for work this weekend, Andrew, so no, I do not have any plans. I have to be available 24/7. Anytime that phone rings, I have to go and deal with the response if anything happens to come in over the weekend. So, yeah, I don't have any plans because I can't make any plans this weekend because I'm on call. Brought up now. Over the line. Patra. I gotta get the actual way to say that down. Like, I know how to say it, but there's like little variations in the syllables and stuff that you can say it like so many different ways. Patra. Matthew Patra. And it's not like it's spelled either. Like if you were to see that name on paper and not hear it to know how to say it, you would say it completely wrong because it's not like it's spelled. Rangers get it back up. Bounces over his stick, though, back the other way. Shesterkin has to come way out of the net to play it up, but here's Cooley now into the offensive zone with a shot. And Swayman again with a big save on Cooley. Another great stop there by Jeremy Swayman, who has been busy over the last 2-3 minutes, and he is making all the saves right now for the Bruins. Here we go now, off the draw, down in the corner, Rangers keep possession. Boy, ever since the Bruins scored that second goal, it's been all Rangers since then. They've had a big push here in the attacking end. We got a chance there, deflected just wide. Lindgren with the initial shot. Kako got a stick on it in front, but it ended up high off glass. Back the other way now we go. Bruins trying to get it in. They're onside as Marchand takes it below the goal line. Pass to DeBrusk. Back to Marshy in the corner. Marchand with it. Move to the middle. Working it through. Bruins on the offensive now as Mason Lowry plays it to the middle of the ice. Able to get it back. But we get a hooking penalty. And Ryan Lindgren picks up his second penalty of the game. Boston's going to the power play. Lindgren took a holding penalty back in the second period, and now he's going to go to the penalty box for hooking here in the third, as he got the stick there into the hands of Brad Marchand. Boston to the power play, trying to extend their lead. Yes, Trevor. Yes. Name was not pronounced like it's spelled. That is the case with Patra as well. Ikeka, what is going on? Great to see you in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I am doing well. How are you? Awesome to have you as always. Attacking zone face-off for the Bruins on the man advantage. Rangers win it, though, and are able to clear it out. Bruins have to regroup in the neutral zone. McAvoy up to Marchand. Marchand to Coyle. Coyle can't get it deep. Rangers stand up at the blue line. Brought up now into the attacking zone. Played by Marchand. Bruins finally setting up now on the power play. Pastrnak on the near side wall. Back to the point. McAvoy shot through traffic. Shesterkin able to make the save. Puck was loose in front, but no Bruins could get to it. Rangers get it up and out of the zone now as McAvoy chases back. First minute, it's gone off the power plays. The Bruins carry back in. Here's Pastrnak. Tries to get through to Zacha, but it's behind him. He loses it off his stick. And the Rangers clear again. Have a good night, Andrew. Thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it. Great to see you. And next week, we'll be back at it for real as the games count. The regular season begins. Again, if you guys want to know the schedule or haven't looked yet, upcoming stream schedule is pinned in the top comment in the chat. I know my first 2 streams of the season. They're listed up there. And we get started for real next week with the regular season. 20 seconds to go now on the power play as the Rangers clear again. New York has looked pretty good on the penalty kill on this particular kill so far. Sent all the way down. Final seconds, and that's pretty much going to kill it off. Final seconds of the power play over. We're back to even strength hockey, 5-on-5. Still a 2-1 lead for the Bruins. Dumped in. That one's going to end up being icing as it came from behind the red line, and we get a whistle. Patrick Brown iced it, and 12:19 left here in the third. Another attacking zone faceoff for the Rangers on the way. Of the three, Ikeka, this is my favorite. This white road jersey is my favorite of the three for the Bruins. They're new jerseys this year. They're okay. I don't really love any of them. They're okay. But this white one is my favorite of the three. I really don't like the home one that much at all. The alternate one is pretty cool. The very old style logo and whatnot is very cool. Obviously, for 100th year anniversary, like, you had to have one jersey in there that was like a throwback to like 90 years ago, 100 years ago. So that one's kind of cool and very, very old style, which I do like. The black home one, I really don't like all that much. This road white one is my favorite. Kind of reminds me of the jerseys that they wore, like in the early 90s, but I wish the yellow was a little different, but whatever. It is what it is. They're all right. I'm not going to go out of my way to buy one, though. I will say that. I'm not going to go out of my way to buy one. But all right, we're back into the action here. Bruins have the puck in the neutral zone. 11.5 to go in the third period. Move to the middle. Here's Coyle looking for his second of the game. And a nice glove save there. Getting a piece of it, I believe, was Shesterkin. Not sure. The puck ended up and out of play. I think Shesterkin got a little bit of it. But anyway, the puck goes out into the netting. We get a whistle. Bruins will have an offensive zone face-off when we get back. They lead 2-1 over the Rangers here, just about the midpoint of the third period as we head to our first commercial break of the final 20. Hey, Caroline, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Awesome to see you. I am doing well. How are you? I love Lucic on the fourth line, Ikeka. I mean, that's all he is at this point. This certainly isn't 2011 Milan Lucic anymore, but for a veteran tough guy on the fourth line, he's exactly what you would ask for on a cheap contract. So I'm very happy to see it. Commercial break now, third period action. All right, coming back now from the commercial break. Oh, is it? Happy Thanksgiving then to all the Canadians out there. Your Thanksgiving is earlier than ours. In the U.S., ours is in November, late November. You guys have it a little bit earlier. So to all the Canadians, happy Thanksgiving. Cross here, McAvoy right off the draw. What a beautiful set play off the face-off there by the Bruins. But McAvoy gets stoned by Shesterkin. Brought up now, Bruins back into the attacking zone. McAvoy jumping into the play. Zacha keeps it in over to Pastrnak. Pastrnak looking to make a play with the puck. Plays it to the middle. Passes one off. Here's Grzelcyk now top of the circle with a shot that gets blocked. Rebound chance. That one's ripped wide. 10:50 now to go in the third period. Almost halfway through this final frame. Bruins lead 2-1 on Matthew Patra's goal. And there's Patra again. Patra driving the net and gets another opportunity, but can't get it redirected past Shesterkin. Frederick Tagiki along the wall and not able to maintain possession. The Rangers clear. Patra gets it to Geekie. Geekie spins off a check and will dump it in deep. Bounces out in front. Shesterkin gives it over to Fox to Lindgren. Up now to Panarin through the middle, and the Rangers get it out. Off of Panarin now into the offensive zone. Chasing after it, Lowry. Mason Lowry gets it up. Out of the zone into the offensive end. Bruins rush wide. It's A.J. Greer. Greer takes it down low, gets it back in front, trying to get some help from Beecher. Rolls off his stick, though, and New York's able to chip it out. 9:40, that puck deflects up and into the bench area. 9:40 to go here in the third. Face-off on the way in the neutral zone, I believe. But that's going to come after another commercial break. So we have less than half a period to go. Yes, Leafs won over the Red Wings tonight. I believe it was overtime. Pretty sure it was overtime. Yeah, Ottawa is one of those young teams that everyone's expecting to take a step forward. Ottawa, Buffalo, and Detroit, all in the Atlantic Division, are three young teams that everyone's like, who's going to take that next step? They're all going to have to battle it out to see who's... I think they're all headed in the right direction. They all have a lot of young talent. It's just about who's going to be able to take that biggest step first, and that big step is making the playoffs. Buffalo came pretty darn close last year. I think Buffalo probably makes it this year, but Ottawa and Detroit are looking to make that step too, and they all have a lot of good young talent. All right, here we go. Back underway. Neutral zone draw won by the Rangers. They still trail by a goal. 9:35 to go in the third period. Swayman to Forbert. Up the wall it goes. Forbert trying to muscle it. Can't get it by New York's heavy forecheck, though, and the Rangers come away with the puck. Around it goes. Back out high. Played there. Taken. Rangers cycling offensive zone. Out in front, there's a good chance. And a nice pad save by Swayman. Beecher finally able to clear for Boston. Lindgren knocks it down. Rangers have the puck again, but the Bruins are able to at least get a line change. Up ice now into the attacking zone. Rangers again. Cooley driving the net, but the pass didn't get through to him from Wheeler. Now they're back to the point. Another shot with traffic in front. Cooley has his stick knocked out of his hand. He's not happy. Goes over and gets it. Wanted a slashing call, but he's not going to get one. Marchand dumps it in now for Boston as DeBrusk will lead the forecheck. Gets in after Miller. Marchand not able to get to the puck, and the Rangers clear it out. Cooley dumps it. Second opportunity on the backhand, sends it deep. And that one deflects up and out of play. We get a whistle as the puck's in the netting with 8:07 now remaining in the third period. Bruins continue to lead 2-1. Off the draw now. Bruins get it out. Here's Pastrnak up into the offensive end. Gets a pass across. Pad save. Rebound chance. Pastrnak just sends it wide. Shesterkin with a big pad save. And then Pasta tried to get the second chance opportunity on goal, but it just goes wide of the post. Bruins back now in the neutral zone. Turn the puck over. Rangers up ice the other way with 7.5 remaining. Grzelcyk with a good job there of taking away space. And Boston not able to clear out. Boquist couldn't clear. Digging forward along the boards now. Here's Zacha back to McAvoy. D to D. Played out. Bruins across and dumped in deep by Pastrnak. He'll head off for a change. Zach Jones starts to break out now for the Rangers. Up ice they come. Into the offensive end. Deflected away by Lowry. Carlo with it. Plays it through to Frederick. Frederick over the red line. Gets it into the offensive zone, but then stood up and stolen away by Lindgren. Rangers go back the other way. Hey, what's going on, Rick? Welcome in. Great to see you as well. Thanks so much for being here. Awesome to have you in the chat. Welcome to a new hockey season. 6:35 to go here. Another puck up and out of play. Neutral zone draw there. One back by New York. 6.5 to go in the third period. Moved up there. Cooley dumps it. Gets in on the forecheck. Will Cooley's been pretty quiet tonight. This hasn't been a physical game at all, though, other than that little scuffle between Coyle and Vesey. So this hasn't exactly been Cooley's style of game, where he's a big hitter and loves to be involved physically. There really hasn't been much between these two teams. I think at this point, all these guys are just waiting for the games to count. Like they're just kind of going through the motions of a game, trying to get their skating legs and whatnot, and just get ready for the games to actually count. And Cooley's been on the quiet side physically tonight. He has had some good offensive opportunities, though. I shouldn't say he's been quiet in all fronts, because he has had some good opportunities. He's been quiet physically, though. He hasn't really made any noticeable big hits or anything. I love Will Cooley. He's one of my favorite Rangers. Probably going to end up being my favorite Ranger when he does make the team full time. And I think he coming out of this preseason, he probably should be on the opening night roster. Hey, that's awesome, Rick. That is awesome. Happy to hear it. Congratulations on that. We got a penalty call here against the Bruins. I believe it's going to be Charlie Coyle again. He spent quite a bit of time in the penalty box tonight. He's going off for a cross-check, and the Rangers are going back to the man advantage when we get back from our final commercial break of this one here in the third period, and they're down a goal. This is a huge opportunity for them to try and tie this game up. Coyle's been in the box quite a bit tonight. Because he got 6 penalty minutes out of that scuffle with VC. 2 minutes for cross-checking and a 4-minute double minor for roughing. And now he just took another cross-checking penalty. So Coyle's up to 8 penalty minutes tonight. All minors. All right, we're coming back from the commercial break now. Rangers on the power play. Good night, Dan. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Good to see you, and hopefully we see you again soon. XXX forever. What's going on? Welcome in. Rangers trying to win this faceoff back. They do. They set up shop in the attacking zone. Here's a shot from Zibanejad from out high, and a nice save by Swayman. Bruins clear the rebound out of the zone. Rangers set back up now. Regrouping in neutral ice. To the offensive end. Across through to Trocheck. Trocheck with it. Passes over to Fox. Sounds good, Kano. Appreciate it. Have a great night. Thanks so much for watching. 1.5 to go now on the power play. Move back out high. Top of the circle. Another shot from Zibanejad that deflects wide. Round it goes. Bruins first on it. Trying to lift it up and out. Not able to get it past Trocheck. Fox takes the hit to keep it in the offensive zone. Kreider. Fox. Fox back out high. Panarin over to Zibanejad. Down low, here's Trocheck. Trocheck to Zibanejad. Everything perimeter so far for the Rangers. They're trying to open up something in the middle. There's a chance in front. Puck is loose. Shot gets blocked. Rangers another chance. One too many passes again for New York. Zibanejad tried to find Fox on the back door, but he couldn't get it cleanly through the middle of the ice, and the Bruins clear. Back out high. Rangers set back up now with 25 seconds left on the power play. Rangers trying to tie this game. 4 minutes to go in the third period. Kreider along the wall. Back out high for Miller. Wheeler down low. Kreider below the goal line. Loves to work with the puck down there. Back to Blake Wheeler. So weird seeing Blake Wheeler in a Rangers jersey. So weird. And penalties killed. Coyle's out of the box. Here's Charlie Coyle out of the penalty box. Skating up into the offensive zone. One-on-one on K'Andre Miller. Gets a shot off, but a big save by Shesterkin. Bruins kill off another penalty. It remains 2-1. Nathan, what is going on? Welcome. I am back. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Great to see you. And we're going to get another penalty against the Bruins. A boarding call here against Boston. Looks like Pavel Zacha is going to the penalty box. And the Rangers, who are just on the power play, are going to go right back on it and get another opportunity to tie this game. Zacha just shoves the Ranger from behind. That was Brennan Othman. Brennan Othman there gets hammered down from behind by Zacha. Easy call by the referee right there. New York back to the power play. Yes, Rick. Doubleheaders are... I don't want to say that I'm never going to do a doubleheader, but... they're not going to be very often. Well, they're never going to be on a weeknight because I work full-time now, so they're never going to be on a weeknight. Maybe an occasional doubleheader on a weekend sometime, but it's not going to be very often. And again, you know, for those of you that weren't here, I'm pretty much only going to be streaming like once a week from now on. 1:40 to go now on the power play. Rangers back in the neutral zone, trying to get things set up. Lafreniere sends it deep. Wheeler against Lowry. Bruins trying to dig this puck out. Lowry comes away with it. Today was not too bad, XXX. Not too bad. Or Nathan, excuse me. Over the line, up into the offensive zone. 1:10 to go on the power play. And they're pulling Shesterkin. So now not only do the Rangers have the power play, but they've got an extra attacker on as well, as Igor Shesterkin has gone to the bench. 55 seconds left on the power play. Bruins clear again. Still leading by a goal. 2-1 hockey game now, late in the third. Under 2 minutes remaining in the period. Wrapped in. Kreider first on it. Forbert steals. Bruins trying to clear it out from the corner. Not able to was DeBrusk. Long shot there. Played by Panarin. Rangers set up shop in the offensive zone. 22 seconds left on the power play. Net is empty as well. Long shot through traffic. Deflection. That one just goes wide of Swayman. Second chance. They can't get it through. Trocheck back to the point. Swayman's without his goalie stick. Then he gets it back. And another shot block for the Bruins. As Panarin's blast goes up into the netting. A lot of blocked shots in this game for both teams. And on that last one, it was Boston getting in the way. And the Rangers are using their timeout now. 7 seconds left on the power play. 1:10 remaining in the third period. Rangers use their timeout and they have the goalie pulled. Trying to tie this up. Yo, let's go. Joey with the 149 in the chat. Let's go. Get that dono hype for Joey, everybody. What an absolute legend. Thank you so much, man. Really, really appreciate the support. Off of the draw now. Rangers in the corner. Zibanejad through to Capo Kako. Kreider cycles it back deep. Power play is now over, but the net is still empty for the Rangers, which means they have an extra skater on the ice. Trying to even this game up here. Under a minute now remaining in the third. Played around the wall. Rangers keep it in the offensive zone. Beecher not able to get it out. Here's Zacha. He knocks the puck down but can't clear. Shot for Zibanejad. And a big save by Swayman. Mika Zibanejad has so many shots tonight and even more shot attempts when you count the ones that didn't make it on goal. But Jeremy Swayman says no. And he has had chance after chance but not able to get one by the Bruins netminder. Final 43 seconds now. Offensive zone draw for New York. Bruins unable to clear off the faceoff. There's a long shot that just misses wide. Rangers keep possession, attacking zone. Long shot there, high off glass. Bruins get to it. Not able to clear was Geeky past Fox. And now on the second chance, the Bruins do get it up into the offensive zone. And an empty netter for AJ Greer. The Bruins finally clear it out of their zone. And Greer is able to find the empty net. He makes it 3-1 with 21 seconds remaining. And that is going to be the icing on the cake in this one. The Bruins, after a pretty poor first period, able to come back and pick up the win in their final preseason game here against the Rangers. And it is 3-1 here now in New York as the Bruins put it away with the empty netter. Final 20 seconds now. Game back on. Bruins just going to hold the puck at their own end of the ice. Brought out now. Cleared up. Ian Mitchell. First on it is now going to be Patrick Brown. He's chased by Lindgren. Run to the end boards. And that is going to do it as the horn sounds. This one is over. 3-1. Boston in the final preseason game here in 2023-24. The next time the Bruins skate in a NHL hockey game, it will count. It will be a real thing. It will be Wednesday night next week, October 11th, against the Chicago Blackhawks. So, big win there by the Bruins. Not that it really matters much. I don't put any stock in wins and losses in the preseason at all. It's much more to me about, just getting guys playing well and ready for the regular season. Bruins did not have a very good first period, but they did get better as this game went along. Matthew Poitras continues to be fantastic. For the Bruins, he picked up the game-winning goal in this one early in the third period. Well, ultimately ended up being the game-winning goal. Just phenomenal preseason for him. I don't see any way how the Bruins cannot keep him on the NHL roster, at least to start the season, and give him a chance to earn a regular spot in the lineup in the regular season. He's been phenomenal in the preseason. Rick, to answer your question, any young guys that stood out, Matthew Poitras for the Bruins continues to be phenomenal, and He's been Boston's biggest standout in this preseason. So that is going to do it for me, guys. I have work at 7 a.m. tomorrow, so I've got to get to bed. So I'm going to be signing off here pretty quick. But again, thank you all so much. My first stream in a long, long time. Again, the plan this year is to stream about once per week, and hopefully at least keep some regularity going on the channel, which I didn't do a very good job of in the second half of last season. I'm really trying to find that balance between, working full-time and where my life is at right now, and the channel, and find that happy medium between the two. So, very excited for the start of hockey. Thank you guys all so much for continuing to support. Appreciate each and every single one of you. My upcoming stream schedule is pinned at the top of the chat if you want to know when my first couple of streams are going to be for the regular season. Devils and Red Wings on Thursday, October 12th will be my first regular season stream next week. And then the week after, Tuesday, October 17th, I'll be doing the Lightning versus Sabres. That should be a really fun one. So those are my first two for the regular season, and then we will go from there. So have a great night, everybody. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting. Please don't forget, it really does mean a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you would like to. I'll be hopefully streaming all season long. And with that, good night, everyone. Thanks again, and see you guys next time.